Hey, folks, I hope y'all are doing great. Welcome to this new video where we're gonna dive into the world of growing cucumbers, from seed to harvest, to help you nail your gardening game and get a solid harvest. Hope you dig this video and, most importantly, find it useful. If so, and you want more guides like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and drop a comment letting me know what other guides you'd like to see. Alright, let's jump right in. Enjoy the watch. In this video, we will see together 1. Overview 2. Climate and exposure 3. Soil 4. Sowing and planting 5. Cultivation, pruning, watering, fertilization 6. Diseases 7. Companion planting 8. Harvest 1. Overview. Capable of growing both as a climber and a creeper, this plant is identical for the production of cucumbers and pickles. Cucumbers originated in India, where they have been cultivated since the beginning of agriculture and quickly spread to South India and the eastern Himalayan range. Cucumbers aren't limited to the familiar long and green English variety or the smaller, more matte, and ridged version. The Japanese cucumber has grooves, the lemon cucumber is small and round, and there is also a small or large white-skinned cucumber. Some carry evocative names like snake cucumber, horned melon, Cheeto melon, or West Indian gherkin. Different names for a similar preparation. Climate and exposure to sunlight. Because of its Asian origins, this plant, which can produce cucumbers or pickles depending on the harvest period, needs warmth and plenty of sunlight. It won't grow well below 55 degrees Fahrenheit. The plant is highly sensitive to cold and doesn't tolerate excessive moisture well. Any frost, even a light one, can be fatal to it. The soil. Cucumbers are a pretty straightforward crop to grow and aren't very picky about the soil. However, they do prefer loose, well-draining soil. It's a good idea to add some compost or fertilizer when you plant them. 4. Sowing and planting. Sow in containers between March and April, in a heated greenhouse or under a frame with heating. Plant 3 seeds per container. Transplant your seedlings into the open ground starting in May when the risk of frost has passed, usually in the second half of May. Keep only the strongest plant from each container and space them at least 31 inches apart in the row. You can also sow directly in the open ground from May, in pockets, placing 3 or 4 seeds per pocket. Once again, keep only the best formed plant. Add some potting soil and fertilizer at the bottom of each pocket. Cultivation. Pruning. First, pruning. After choosing the healthiest plants to keep, you can proceed with pruning when the young seedling has 4 leaves, in addition to the 2 cotyledons that will eventually fall off. Cut the stem above the second leaf. Second, pruning. This pruning promotes the growth of 2 new shoots, emerging from the leaf axils. These shoots, in turn, produce leaves. When there are 6 leaves, prune again by removing the tips of these 2 branches above the 4th leaf. Third, pruning. Through these successive prunings, you'll end up with 8 branches, 4 on each initial stem. Flowers will blossom, with separate male and female ones. Wait until the female flowers are pollinated, and young cucumbers begin to appear. To prevent overtaxing the plant, keep only 4 cucumbers. Fourth, pruning. Trim above the first leaf after the cucumber you've kept. Wait until the fruits have reached 1/3 of their development before allowing new ones to form. During the growing season, trim off all other branches that sprout on the cucumber-bearing stems. Watering and fertilization. The plants are generously watered at planting. Afterward, it's important to be consistent, rather than excessive, in watering, especially for older varieties. Water stress can give the fruits an unpleasantly bitter taste. Thick mulching is essential to limit the need for frequent watering, which always carries the risk of creating imbalance through irregular or sometimes poorly adapted water inputs, or promoting diseases if the foliage is affected. Water your cucumbers very frequently since these fruits are primarily composed of water. Make these contributions regularly to avoid fluctuations in vegetation. At the time of planting, you can bury nettle stems under the seed hole. These will naturally release nitrogen as they decompose, promoting the initiation of vegetation. Throughout the cultivation, applying nettle liquid fertilizer stimulates plant growth while enhancing their immunity against diseases. 6. Diseases. Powdery mildew. Powdery mildew is a fungus from the Ericifaceae family and is quite common in certain plants. It is characterized by the appearance of a kind of mold or a light white fuzz. Why does powdery mildew develop? Powdery mildew proliferates more easily in warm weather associated with high ambient humidity. It typically appears in April to May when temperatures rise, and the moisture from March, April is still prevalent. It's also found in early fall when nights lengthen, and humidity stagnates again. How to treat powdery mildew? It's recommended to treat powdery mildew preventively and curatively. Ensure good ventilation in plantations to prevent stagnant humidity. Powdery mildew spreads when plants are too close to each other. Immediately remove affected parts. Burn the leaves and infested parts of the plant. Avoid excessive watering. Optionally, spray a fungicide. Especially for vegetables, opt for biological control methods. Milk. Mix 1/2 liter of milk with 4.5 liters of water, total 5 L, and spray every week until it disappears. Another disease worth mentioning that can also affect cucumbers is downy mildew. (7) Companion planting. Cucumbers benefit from the presence of dill, cabbage, beans, lettuce, corn, onions, peas, sunflowers, fava beans, broccoli, celery, radishes. However, it doesn't do well in the presence of melons, potatoes, tomatoes, sage. 8. Harvest. Harvesting usually takes place about 3 to 4 months after planting, from May to October. Cucumbers should be picked every 2 to 3 days, while they are still firm and before their color turns yellowish. Pickles are harvested when young, approximately the size of a small finger, for pickling in vinegar. This video is now finished. Thank you for watching it until the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and, more importantly, that it was helpful to you. If that's the case, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up to encourage me to continue translating all of my French videos. Also, feel free to let me know in the comments if the artificial intelligence translation is correct or not. See you soon, friends, for the next video. Bye.